One thing that, wow, that's really good. That completely stopped my train of thought.
Welcome to Price Plow.
Well, there's absolutely no doubt that plant proteins have been one of the hottest topics of 2020 and 2019, but I've got a little bit of a secret for you guys. Most of these plant proteins have been using the same smooth protein sources, same manufacturer, and very similar flavors since the first two people to do this in a hot way. And the other secret is that I've been leaving little addendums at the bottom of the backs of these videos that show that vegan proteins aren't as effective as building muscle as some animal sources. And that's all well and fine because we've noted and polled people and found that a lot of these vegan proteins are just to help people not have a dairy source of protein because they're either sensitive or lactose intolerant or something like that, and they just want to try something that's a little bit more vegan and easier on their bodies. But today we have a brand new plant protein that not only uses a new protein source for this with new technology, but also has data, 5 clinical human studies in fact, that support that it may be just as useful, if not maybe more effective in some ways than whey protein. So that's right, we're talking about Plantein from Kaged Muscle. I know over the last couple months, I've had some real controversial videos with Kaged Muscle between their microencapsulated glutamine and my stand that they're actually doing something when most companies are just copying each other, or their pre-caged sport video where I made the stand and said that maybe this product isn't up to everyone else's full pre-workout standards, but that's not what it's for, and that's okay sometimes. But today, I have a product that I kind of hinted at in the pre-caged sport video saying that they have something, actually they have multiple products coming out that I'm really proud to be talking about, really excited for, and I'm excited for you guys to see today too. So this video is going to break down 2 things. One, how the product works well, the data behind ioPea, the new technology that they are showcasing in this product, first to market. And 2, apparently this has an incredible flavor. It's banana bread. I haven't tried it. It's still sealed. The beta samples that Mike and I got to try months ago before anyone else got to try it, they didn't actually make it to market. But banana bread is I mean, I love banana bread. So I'll try to put in like a time marker so that if you want to skip ahead, you can. But first, let's talk about the technology in this product. ioPea is a brand new ingredient coming to market. Now, IO stands for ingredient optimization from plasma nutrition. This kind of technology can be applied to a lot of different ingredients, such as maybe glutamine or leucine or a lot of different stuff. They chose to put it on pea protein, which is the only protein source in this product. Yes, pea is not a complete protein. It is missing, I believe, methionine. However, this isn't supposed to be a replacement for all protein sources in your diet. This is made with the assumption that you will be consuming full protein, complete proteins the rest of your day, so you will be making up for that amount of methionine if you're dieting in that sort of way. I am obviously being very transparent that this is not a complete protein, but they did improve the bioavailability of this one protein source significantly with this ingredient optimization. So this plasma surface technology actually modifies the proteins to the point that it actually is comparable to whey protein in terms of postprandial essential amino acid plasma concentrations. What does that mean? Well, post-meal or post-consuming this product, the amount of essential amino acids present in your blood is similar to the amount of essential amino acids that would be present if you had consumed whey protein, which is, I think it was like 3 times more than if you took normal pea protein, which is pretty significant. Now, the studies that showed that plant proteins did not build muscle in the same way or as well were studying things a little bit differently, and they did try to equate for differences in essential amino acid levels by adding other amino acids in that study. So we don't actually have like performance studies in here or body composition studies, but what we do know is that those markers of things that would cause growth, cause recovery, or aid in recovery, I should say, are much higher than with just pea protein alone, which is pretty compelling on its own. Now, so this is not to say that there is no need for more data. Science is constantly changing, constantly evolving. It's pretty exciting, and I'm sure that there are studies coming. However, for now, kind of like the microencapsulated glutamine, but I'm way more confident in this ingredient. We have started to show data that this is a completely viable viable ingredient and super helpful. So let's talk about the other ingredients in here as well. They did add in quinoa, which is organic after the flavors and pea protein. Quinoa is really in here for texture. It's gonna help a lot with the texture of the product. They also add medium chain triglyceride powders, so MCT powder. I don't know how much of that is in here, but you get about 4 grams of fat. I don't know how much of that is from the MCT and how much of it's from the quinoa and protein. And it's obviously sweetened with stevia and sucralose. Kaged Muscle uses the smallest amount of sucralose possible, but they still do use it sometimes. It's not a huge deal for me. I think stevia has a bit too much of a bite for myself. I prefer sucralose. So, if you're an artificial sweetener hater, you probably don't follow this YouTube very much anyway. So in any case, I got about 8 or 9 ounces of cold water in this Kaged Muscle shaker. I'm gonna throw 1 scoop of plantain in here, and we're gonna get to work. One thing wow, that's really good. That completely stopped my train of thought. One thing that I did notice is that it's a pretty big scoop. It's a 35-gram scoop for 25 grams of protein. When comparing this to other plant proteins, they've been comparing this to like Vega Sport and other high protein powders. A lot of the ones in sports nutrition currently that we think of, out of respect for Kaged, I'm not going to name them right now, but are usually around like 20 grams of protein. I have to say, the texture in here, I know the protein was modified with the io technology, but it's still very plant-y in texture. It's very clumpy, kind of like mildly wet sand. I lost my train of thought. I'm throwing this scoop in here. I'm hoping it tastes like my mom's amazing banana protein. Mom, if you watch this, I love your banana bread. And sometimes my mom watches these videos. Let's see. Let's see how much it stands up. Let's see how much we're liking it. 1 scoop, banana bread. Smells really good. Holy shit. I still get that plant texture, like it kind of coats my mouth a little bit, but not in a bad way. If anything, the flavor is so good that I appreciate the coating because the flavor is everywhere. It's not too thin of a protein, it's very thick, which plant proteins can be thick, but not usually in an enjoyable way. That's really good. I mean, they could have pumped the sweetener if they wanted to. That's not a thing that Kaged Muscle does, but they could have pumped the sweetener on this. It would have been very sweet, but wow. So it's not like it's not like a banana cream pie, which is really one of my favorite flavors. It's not super, super sweet. It's like a natural banana bread. It's super spot on for what Kaged Muscle does. Wow. I'm ridiculously impressed. And that's that. So obviously, pea protein, like I said before, is not a complete protein. It is missing, I believe, methionine. Might be missing 1 more amino acid. But what they did with the io technology raises your body's response to the plant proteins so much that I think it might be a compelling option. Probably in the future, a really great way to use this would be to use the ioPea with another form of plant protein that would deliver those other amino acids. And it might be like an even better reaction. But we're kind of treading into uncharted territory here. We haven't used this ingredient before. So it's a super enjoyable experience. The data is there, 5 human clinical studies. I think we're in a really exciting time for plant proteins. I'm excited to see where this goes. If a protein that isn't even complete can spike your plasma essential amino acids so much, well, I'm excited for where this whole thing's going in the next year. Kaged Muscle, congrats on being able to flavor this so well and bringing this new technology to market. I couldn't be more excited for the plant protein market to possibly be meeting the sports nutrition market even closer. If you do want to check this out, it should be live right now. You can use coupon code PRICEFLOW to save some at checkout. Obviously, we do have a business affiliate relationship. Obviously, I did get this for free. I'm good friends with the guys over there at Kaged. I support what they do. They kind of really align with the philosophy of PriceFlow really closely. We are big fans, but like I always say, man, if I am biased towards good people, then I will accept that one. If you have any questions about Kaged Muscle, you can go to priceflow.com/kaged-muscle, or you can ask me any questions below. I'd love to talk about the product with you guys. If you made it this far in the video, I do really appreciate it. I really enjoy putting these together, and I love knowing you guys appreciate the content. So in any case, I'm gonna head off and go edit this video. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.
Welcome to Price Plow.